Dolan, I don't know how we're gonna do this video, dude. A question for the ages. What truly is the worst apology video? Every age or so, a YouTuber has to kneel in front of their audience. Logan Paul, Shane Dawson, the Fine Brothers. Maybe they get like some kind of family pet in the frame for sympathy points.
Cooper, I have no idea how I'm gonna record this video, dude.
But truly, what is the worst apology video ever made? Well, look no further, because today's video explains in full the worst apology video ever made. All right, you know what? I feel like pissing all of you off today. So you know what we should do? We're gonna react to Sunny V2. There you go. Just to piss all of you off, because I know how angry you all get when I react to Sunny. So let's do that, yeah? Let's react to Sunny V2. Who has the worst apology in YouTube history?
Worst apology videos from bad to downright terrible. So let's begin.
I don't know that woman. That woman is everywhere with her apology video, but I do not know that woman. Okay, so that's... Yeah, okay. Well, he hasn't even came back yet. Kind of. Like, he proposed, but...
YouTube's 10 worst apology videos.
Oh, no, not the gambler. Not the guy with the dog. That's such an easy hit to make, though. Come on. Was that a tear? Was that a little teardrop we saw there? Enhance! Yeah. Wait, is that drool? Okay. Enhance. I've seen tears during apologies. I've seen tears. I have not seen drool. Drool is that's a new level.
So let's begin by looking at RiceGum, whose trash apology went by the name of "This Dude Calls Me Out for Mystery Unboxing."
I didn't even know that RiceGum did an apology. I was not even aware of that. And I assume it's going to be absolute trash.
RiceGum's apology referred to a different video from 3 days prior.
My response. Yeah, imagine he just puts at the end of the video. Yeah, Parasitical's my response video. It was kind of shit. I mean, ignore the like ratio. You can't even check anymore because YouTube disabled it.
Titled "How I Got AirPods for $4," in which he'd promote a mystery box gambling site.
Look at the dislikes, man. I got a plugin on Chrome that lets you still see dislikes. It is a godsend because people, thankfully, they still dislike content that they think is dog shit.
While making it sound as though the website was an easy way to make money.
Dropshipping.
Because RiceGum had a young audience, he'd be called out by H3H3 Productions and PewDiePie for promoting gambling to children. With RiceGum,
it's so weird that was back in the era where H3 was like the golden boy. It's so weird. Like, everyone respected and looked up to him for like his opinion. He was basically like leading the commentary community. I mean, Critical was still up there at the time, definitely. But yeah, no, Ethan was like leading it because he'd do like skits and stuff, breaking stuff down.
Response coming in the days following these call-out videos. His apology began on terrible footing, as instead of admitting any kind of wrongdoing, he'd state that he was justified in doing the video as they paid him more than $100,000, before going on to state that he wasn't the first YouTuber to promote the website. RiceGum then concluded the video.
Imagine that. It's like, I wasn't the first person to use the website, so it's okay. I mean, if you want to go after me, go after these people. We all did the same thing, but like, I wasn't the first, but I mean, come on, guys, give me some wiggle room here. I wasn't the first guy.
By giving out multiple Amazon gift card codes.
There's nothing I can really do but say sorry and give you these Amazon gift cards. So I'm sorry.
It's the script reading as well that kills me. The fact that he's reading a script, he's so disingenuous, and yet he's still reading a script. And then he flashes up like, okay, so all these 12-year-olds that are watching me, they're going to instantly forget that I did a bad thing because I'm going to flash free money on the screen.
Sorry.
Only each code had already expired by the time the video went live.
So it's not even like he went onto Amazon, redeemed like 4 $20 gift cards, which is nothing to him. Not even a drop in the bucket. That drop would have evaporated by then. It's more the fact that like he probably Googled Amazon gift card and then just like, you know, Google image saved, just pasted it into the video.
However, the video was short and sweet. It felt as though it was consistent with RiceGum's personality, and
that's not a positive. Consistent with his personality, he was an asshole. He threw dollar bills on like the homeless to make it rain. That's not, and he also flaked fighting iDubbbz. It's like, that's not a correct thing.
The argument about other YouTubers promoting the site before him was actually a pretty reasonable point. RiceGum was also...
I don't think so. I don't think just because someone's worked on a site or promoted a site beforehand, that doesn't give him a pass to. That's like me promoting a gambling site that looks dodgy, but like just because Trainwrecks or XQC did it means like I'm allowed to get away with it. That's like, imagine me doing a video and saying a bigger guy did it, so why can't I? That's a shit excuse. Definitely.
Also smart enough to keep his cool throughout the whole video, which Shane Dawson wasn't able to do, whose incredibly volatile state led to YouTube's 9th worst apology.
I really hope Sonny here, I hope he shows when Shane Dawson went live on Instagram and he was molded. He was like, you know, like xenomorphs in Alien, you know, when you cut them and they bleed and the blood goes through the floorboard because it's like acidic. He was molding it through the actual floorboards just because how angry he was that like that woman, Tati Westbrook or whatever, was like going on a video saying how bad Shane was, and he went on a live. The one thing you never do, by the way, when you get into any drama with another YouTuber or person, never do a live. Never let those unfiltered thoughts and opinions seep online. That is the worst thing you can do.
Taking accountability began with Shane stating that emotionally chucking on a webcam and apologizing was stupid and childish.
And that is stupid. That is something that a child does, not something that a 31-year-old man does. That's not good.
Although this is exactly what he'd do over the following 20 minutes.
I don't know why, like, Shane Dawson's voice, it's obviously not his fault, but he sounds like someone that, like, does toy unboxing. Has anyone thought that? Today, guys, we're going to be unboxing a giant Barbie egg, and wow, it's so cool and epic. Wow, I love Barbie eggs.
Shane was apologizing for the jokes he'd made during his 10-year YouTube career, and although he'd state that he was simply laying out his feelings, the whole video used manipulative language and felt as though it was coming from a point of total desperation.
I am so sorry. I am so sorry to anybody that saw that. It's something that I shouldn't even be able to get out of. I should lose everything for that.
Shane used all the classic buzz phrases such as "I will educate myself" and "I will do better" and "I don't know who that person is anymore." And
yeah, I do agree. What comes down to a response video being acknowledged or, like, you know, reciprocated is what your audience is. If your audience are open, then you've got a higher chance. But if they've already made their mind and it's like, you know, Judge Dredd, like judge, jury, executioner, like, you're finished. These, like what Sonny's listing here, are the 3 worst things you can say. You should never ever say at any point, "I will do better," or "I don't know who that person is." That is the worst kind of words you can say. It's not even bad phrasing. I don't think personally these are bad things to say, but it's more that it's been so saturated that if you try to say something like that, it gets thrown in with like all the other people that were doing, like, you know, apologies and stuff. Like when I did my own response video, right, like I talked about how I was years ago, and then I talked about how fucking embarrassing and cringe like my conversations were, and I talked about how, you know, I shown everything, like put all the cards on the table, but I never said, you know, I'm gonna do better, I'm gonna be a better person, because by the time I made the video, I already fucking changed. So I just think by saying I'm gonna do better from the video, it's almost like I'm only doing this video because I got called out. Yeah, it comes across as very disingenuous.
Pathetic template to get hate off his back, as opposed to a personalized video with his own terminology to apply to his specific situation.
Have you ever played Disco Elysium? It seems right up your alley.
I keep trying to get into it, but then I just kind of give up after a couple hours. I tried to get my necktie off the fan, and then I killed myself. And then I answered a phone call and got insulted, and then I killed myself in the game because I ran out of health, so.
At least Shane didn't insinuate that his audience was stupid, as when the Fine brothers uploaded their awful apology that accidentally insult the entirety of YouTube.
Oh man, I remember this video. It was not good. It was not good. The Fine Brothers? Define brother.
With their Kids React series, and would post a video in early 2016 simply titled React
just how it's re-uploaded as well.
World, in which it sounded like the Fine brothers would...
Why would they put this out there? Why would they genuinely think that it's okay to put this out there? Like, we want to trademark the word react because we want it to be ours. We love corporate entities. Please join us. Like, even if you're a diehard Fine bro, which you're not, like, you just watch because you see the teens and the elders and the kids and the YouTubers, and you think, oh, lol, they saw 9cat and it was epic. Like, you don't watch it for Benny and Ralphie Fine. You do not watch it for them. They're just the producers of Define Brothers. Does anyone get the bit? Please tell me someone gets the bit here. Define brother. Define brother. Fine. Please tell me someone fucking gets the bit. I'm not just here like having a fucking episode. No one gets it. Okay, yeah, you're all 12. Average power viewer. Define brother. Oh, here we go. I think it's this. Define brother.
Holy shit. You realize this is my format, right?
Define brother.
It's just unboxing, dude. It's just unboxing. I do everything that you're doing here. I say the money shot.
This is 7 years ago. I'm old.
Thing. I pull out weird stuff like that.
Dude, lots of people pull out weird stuff from boxes.
Look, you got some weird background on your monitor, Zaboomafoo.
Dude, I used to love that show as a kid. We got a little gag going on my channel.
Sabooma who?
Yeah, what's that gag?
Zabooma who?
Ah!
Zabooma fool. You know?
I just got done watching the Fine Brothers video, and they told me to stop people like you.
Fine who?
The Fine Brothers.
Define brother.
The Fine Brothers.
It's such a fucking obscure bit. Like, define brother. Dude, that was like the funniest bit iDubbbz had before his wife. Oh my god.
Copyright
Define brother. Define brother.
As a result of their poorly crafted concept,
Define brother. I'm actually getting a flush in my face. Oh my god.
the Fine Brothers were trying to copyright any kind of YouTube reaction video. As a result of their poorly crafted concept, they'd receive hate from every corner of the internet, prompting what we're now calling the 8th worst apology in
Define brother.
history. The apology began with the Fine Brothers admitting that their video was worded poorly and that they never...
I don't know why I remember that. And I remember like half of iDubbbz's points in that video just by saying that like he's got very like bizarre eyes, which is an ad hominem. You should never do that, by the way. That's a personal insult. That is not an argument. It's very rude.
Using people by using terminology like our react format. We were never trying to say that every video where someone reacts to something else is something we would try to control.
However, despite stating this, the two would then go on to explain that
The problem is they were going to lose that argument regardless because they're not personalities. No one watches Define Brothers. No one watches Define Brothers because it's not even funny. Like, why am I laughing at it? No one watches them because of them. They watch them because the people that they have on, right? Like, those people actually became like YouTubers and stuff. They're the producers. They're like behind the scenes. So them coming forward and making an apology is like the equivalent of like Disney making a shit film and then they unfreeze like Walt Disney's severed head and put it on a tray. And he goes, I'm sorry, that film was shit. It won't happen again. Also, I'm not an anti-Semite.
Just because we have or might get trademarks doesn't mean we're going to run around and start taking down videos.
"We're sorry that you're too stupid to understand how this works" is basically the sum of this apology in one sentence. So yeah, classic arrogant non-apology, as their initial mistake wasn't all that big of a deal. However, the same couldn't be said for Travis Scott, who posted
this apology is like the worst one, man. Because Travis really thought, okay, if I put on the black and white filter, if I put on the monochromatic filter, that means I'm sorry because it's serious. He definitely watched like some black and white film the night before that was like a 4:3 ratio, and he thought, okay, you know what? A24, they make serious films. If I do it all in black and white, they're going to take me seriously.
Posted the 7th worst apology after 10 people died at his Astro World concert. It happened in November 2021, and despite everybody in the crowd chanting to stop the show, Travis Scott continued, which ultimately resulted in the 10 fatalities alongside 500 other injuries.
Jesus, I totally forgot it was 10. I thought it was like 3. That's insane. It must have been, if it was 10 fatalities, it was definitely hundreds injured at least. That's insane though. Jesus
As the news
Christ.
of the tragedy began to go viral, Travis was planning his apology and would take to Instagram with somewhat of an unconventional approach. He was seemingly trying to avoid having...
Oi, hang on. I think Jay, Dolan Dark, who I do the To Be Honest podcast with, who has a PS5, I think he actually did a video on Travis Scott. I'll see if I can find it. I can't find it. I thought he did one.
Define Brothers.
Don't mind me just looking for content to steal. Carry on, Niall.
Yeah, no, we know, Critical. We know you stealing. We know. We know you stealing. We know you got your little lurkers, your little boys that are sat there and they're shuffling. They're looking around. They're looking around for content. They're looking around for fucking content. I
Big
know.
Benny's eyes are
I
popping out their
know.
soccer
You pay them boys
character after seeing a
$50 an
sexy
hour
woman
to look for content to steal from
Good luck,
me.
big man.
Oh,
Cheers
we
for
know.
the funnies over the
Oh,
years.
we know. So you could sit there in your chair and you can go, guys, this was the biggest, poopiest butt chungus this month. My ass leakage was so insane that I had hemorrhoids for 3 months. The PS5 has no games, but yet I felt today that I was gamed by this video I'm about to show you today. Yeah, no, I can't find Dolan's apology. Dolan's he did like a Travis Scott thing. There was a video of Travis Scott doing an apology, and he's taking a shit on the toilet. But I can't find it. I can't find it. Anyways.
having his face clickbaited by the media, and therefore recorded a short...
I just like how Travis thought, okay, you know what? If I do an apology and I keep rubbing my head and looking really sad, that's fine.
video in black and white, under bad lighting from a bad angle, with his eyes closed and his hand...
It's like, oh, I'm sorry that... all these people, man. It's just, oh man. He didn't do like the whole YouTuber setup with like a camera and shit. You know, like even Logan Paul did it in his fucking hotel room after the Japan incident, right? But yeah, just to do it. The thing is, you cannot do an impromptu apology. You can't. You can't do it. You need a proper setup. You need to make it look professional, unfortunately, because if you don't, it's just not... It's not going to work. It looks really impersonal. It looks really insensitive. I think you're going to notice over like the next couple years, there are so many people that are, you will honestly, I reckon the next 5 to 10 years, you're going to have people where it's their professional job to help e-celebs and YouTubers and influencers, or like, you know, even people in like politics, to do apologies. I'm not talking about PR that do that already. I'm not talking about, you know, PR. I'm talking about people that make it their specific job to format an apology video perfectly for them.
Only a 200 IQ play. However, it also made for an extremely terrible, unpleasant viewing experience and resulted in comments such as, Travis Scott is clearly much more focused on his headache than his apology.
Was this profile picture Roblox? Yeah, of course the profile picture was fucking Roblox. Imagine having your ass handed to you by random Roblox uploads 3153. It's over. It's actually over.
I just want to send out prayers to the ones that was lost last night. I mean, I'm honestly just devastated. I could never imagine anything like this just happening.
Yeah, he just looks tired, right? He just looks tired. I mean, he might actually have been tired, but at the same time, it's like maybe like wait a little bit, because if you're gonna give if you're jaded, if you're gonna give a jaded response, a tired response, it's gonna reflect that it looks like you don't care, which is, you know, exactly how it is. It's like, oh damn, man, I'm running a bath right now, but like that's crazy. He's probably like, he was running a bath in the background of the video. I think people picked out. So, you know, imagine like the only thing worse than that video is he's just sat there in the bath like filming himself like, oh man, all those people that died, like shit. That's crazy, man.
The funniest part is that in his apology, Travis is talking like he wasn't there. It's like the dude just woke up and was like, oh man, people died at Travis Scott's concert.
Yeah, that is true. And again, you're being ratioed by a guy called Lemon James. Lemon James.
The apology was certainly bizarre. However,
Lemon James.
The 6th worst apology by simply Kenna, who became YouTube's first creator to apologize in the form of a poem. The apology came in...
You're actually joking. Like, that's not... You... Okay, no. Actually, you know what? I see the Tumblr logo. No, it's probably not a troll.
Response to being called out for plagiarism, and seemingly as an overcompensation for trying to be original, Simply Kenna wrote a 3.5-minute poem using nothing but incredibly deep metaphor.
Where will I be in Stockholm? Staying with your mom for like 3 nights straight. Yeah, just look there.
Am I a human? Am I a monster? Or am I something in between?
Now to...
Imagine if Logan Paul did his video like this. Imagine if I did my video like this, like my response back in 2020. Am I a human? Or am I a monster? Wait, what's the song again? Are we human? Or are we dancers? Oh, God. I don't understand the flower crown like she's Jesus of Nazareth as well. I'm not really sure what's going on there.
To Kenna's credit, the poem was pretty well written. However, using it to apologize...
Even her apology has to be aesthetic. I'm dead.
It felt like an unbelievably strange move. The whole point of an apology is to be sincere. To write a poem, rehearse it. Those fake facial expressions and background music, babe, that's not sincere.
Nicolas Cage profile picture, by the way. She probably wrote it out and then shared it with like a small friend group, and her friend group were like, oh, that's amazing, Queen. Like, you're going to slay this. But it's like, there was no actual reading into the bigger, like, community and how they'd actually, you know, interpret it, because that's just, oh, that's so embarrassing. I mean, it's plagiarism, right? Like, it's not like a serious allegation. This is probably the softest allegation in this entire video. It's not really that bad, just plagiarism, but still, like, yeah, to respond with a haiku, it's just...
And as summarized by this comment, if you have to make an apology video for an apology video, it might be time to take a break from YouTube. However, at least Simply Kenna had the chance to take a break voluntarily, as when T. Martin posted his awful apology, the audience stopped watching.
This should be... Okay, I was going to say top 5, and it literally is number 5. This is such a bad apology.
Completely. In the lead up to...
What's going on, guys? T. Martin here. Like, whenever I watched T. Martin as a kid, kid. Is he Canadian or something? Because it sounds like he's got to take a shit whenever he speaks. I just remember like his voice whenever he was like introducing himself and go, "What's going on, guys? Team Martin here."
What we're calling the 5th worst apology.
What's going on, guys? Team
history.
Martin here. I mean, okay, you know what? You know what what I fucking do? You call cap on me. Hang on. Let's just see if he does the intro.
It's another beautiful day.
No, you got to do the intro. 1 hour of what's going on. Okay, this could be it.
What's going on, guys? T-Mart here.
Why does he sound like that?
What's going on, guys? T-Mart here.
What's going on, guys? Team Martin here. It sounds like he's taking a shit on the toilet, like he's got constipation or something.
Martin promoted a website called CSGO Lotto, claiming that he found the site at random and was able
I simply stumbled onto CSGO/scam.com.
able to use it to win expensive CSGO items. Although it wouldn't be long before T. Martin was exposed as being one of the owners of the website, prompting the now infamous "I'm sorry" video.
The worst thing is, I think it was him and it was Syndicate Project that got roped into this a lot, but Syndicate Project actually avoided most of the flack because T. Martin was basically the one to stand up and go, "This is me. I did this," you know, to kind of like deflect damage to himself. But by doing that, he became a magnet and attracted the negativity of everyone in the community. So like Syndicate and the others actually managed to kind of like sneak away.
The apology began on fake manipulative footing as T. Martin sat there talking to his dog about how difficult the video.
Oh, that dog. That dog looks like a Markiplier's dog. You know, Sheikah, the Labrador? Oh.
It was going to be.
Cooper, I have no idea how I'm gonna record this video, dude.
You know what I should have done? You know when I did like my response video, I should have bought like a goldfish in the video, just had him in the background, and then I pull him out the bowl and I'm like, "Cooper, I don't know how I'm gonna do this video, dude," and I just eat him like Jonah Hill.
However, it's
Jonah Hill in Wolf of Wall Street.
My connection to CSGO Lotto has been a matter of public record since the company was first organized in December of 2015. This is and always has been.
The problem is it looks very disingenuous because no offense to T. Martin, he kind of looks like a mannequin you'd see in a store. Like I played Condemned Criminal Origins, this game with like mannequins that chase you. Kind of reminds me of one of them. That's not his fault though. But also, he's in a huge fuck off mansion in the background, even if it's shared, and then he's got a Land Rover in the background. So that framing comes across as very disingenuous. That's why YouTubers that like film videos in like, you know, small rooms, they tend to do better. Like even Logan Paul's video, that was in like a hotel room, even though, I mean, at the time it wasn't really well responded.
A clearly stated policy.
He barely even apologized. He's putting the blame on the people for not understanding.
What you guys don't understand is like, I have a lot of money, you don't. Also, what's going on, guys? T. Martin here.
WTF. He basically called his fans stupid. I love how he didn't even apologize and basically just said it's our fault. It didn't help that T. Martin decided to...
Says the billionaire. True. I do make 400k a month, but yeah, no, I'm still relatable, guys, I promise.
Film the apology in the entryway to his mansion.
Okay, all right. Guys, Sonny V2's copying me here a little bit, bros. He's copying me here a little bit. I just pointed out that it's in his mansion and he's got a car in the back lot. I just said that, and then Sonny V2 has just copied what I said word for word. So I do think a little bit here. Sonny V2 is copying me. That's all I'm saying.
With his expensive truck sitting just outside the window.
Okay, this is, yeah, no, Sonny V2 is actually copying me, man. I might do a video on Sonny V2. He's copying me, like, really badly right now.
But at least he was smart enough to flaunt his wealth subtly, as the Liver King's terrible apology began with him blatantly bragging about how much money he had. Prior to the Liver King confession, he'd consistently reiterated that his physique was natural, although when More Plates More Dates uploaded a video showing that this wasn't true, the Liver King felt the pressure to apologize. The Liver King would begin his apology by bragging about being rich.
Before social media, I was rich and anonymous, and after social media, I'm still rich, but no longer anonymous.
Before going on to try and convince the audience that he...
Liver King is so interesting because he's before he became like famous, he was already like a multi-millionaire from like companies and stocks and investing. But then he did the thing a lot of people do when they get rich early in life. I mean, not early, I mean, he's middle-aged, but you know what I mean. Basically, he reached the top of what he thought was his ladder, and then he thought, there's nothing else I can do. I can buy the finest whiskeys, I can buy the finest property, I can buy the finest cars. I don't enjoy like, what the fuck else do I enjoy? So then he kind of thought, what about fame? So in leaked emails, he basically reached out to a company and said, I want to go from no followers to 1 million in a year. And he paid this like PR company to help him do that. And they did it. They did it. They blew him up. So he became an e-celeb pretty much, you know, overnight, within like months. But yeah, obviously then they found out he did like kitten stuff. So Liver King wasn't someone that was like rags to riches. He was already well off. He's basically the example of people that like make a lot of money early on in life and they just become fucking miserable.
Liver King, the public figure, was an experiment to spread the message. Our people are hurting at record rates with depression, autoimmune, anxiety, infertility.
That's right. So he directed the apology towards like male mental health, which is okay. Male mental health is very under talked about, and I don't even mean that as a meme. Like it actually is not addressed enough at all. Like men, when they get like an issue and stuff, they're meant to kind of just like tough it out and be like, yeah, like you'll be fine, bro. You know, like for example, me as a male, like I feel like I can't really show my emotions and stuff a lot, and that is very common with a lot of like, you know, young men or like, you know, just men in general. And he kind of hijacked that narrative to then talk about it himself and then promote that that's what he was doing when it wasn't. You tried to blow up. You tried to blow up and become an e-celeb, and by hijacking a very talked about narrative that has no actual downsides, because, you know, who the fuck is going to criticize like male mental health? I don't know. It just comes across as like very, very, very fake. Very fake. Sigma? I'm not joking. Why do you think there's so many Sigma male memes on TikTok? Patrick Bateman, Ryan Gosling. Like that's the reason. Young men in our society are fucked. That's the entire reason we gravitate towards those memes. I saw this meme once, right? And it was like, I lift weights to feel better about myself. And then there's another guy that walks up and it's like, I lift weights. Honestly, I know so many people like fucking Sneeko, Andrew Tate. I know so many people say this, but unironically, like if you're a guy and you're watching this stream, like working out, lifting weights, if you have the ability to, or just even going on a fucking walk for 5 to 10 minutes, it is the best thing you can do for your brain. Seriously, it is actually a cheat code. Don't even lift to look better. Do it to like, you know, trick your brain. It is literally a way to like squeeze the rag in your brain to like get those droplets of serotonin out.
However, because the Liver King was able to finish the video with a couple of reasonable points, he's avoided being any higher on this list. Besides, it's almost impossible to have an apology worse than the...
What's even happened to Liver Cope? What's happened to my little boy? My little boy. What the fuck? Is he gone to Africa? Is with like a tribe now? What the fuck happened? He's actually gone to like a... What is this? Behind the scenes with Liver King, Chef Lionel with Bobcat Dinner. Look at those dislikes. I am okay! Is this not age restricted? No, that's fine. That's fine. He knows Susan. I mean, not anymore because she left. No, you don't even see Liver King in the video. GG. Nice clickbait.
The one posted by Social Repose. The video...
Thank you though, Zimrian, for the 100 $. Can you create an apology video live? In your profile picture is Markiplier when he was young. Why be my apology video live? This is my apology. And oh shit, I need my animal. Hang on a minute. I got my animal. Dolan, I don't know how we're gonna do this video, dude. I have commissioned 200,000 United States dollars on furry art every single month. I am not sorry. That is simply the truth, and it will keep that way. I never buy fucking YouTube shit. I only did it to support Jay. Anyways, where's the rabbit? He's out in his hutch. He's like at the other side of the house. I can't be asked. All right, let's keep going.
The apology began with the most unemotional attempt at saying sorry.
I understand what I did. I understand that it's pretty...
Social Repose has always been such a bizarre channel. I don't understand what they do. They do like, it's like music videos, right? I mean, he's never been too big, to be fair, but yeah.
Wrong, heinous, and like I said, I messed up. I do deeply regret it.
Before he'd gone to explain that he had cheated in his previous relationship.
I did cheat on her, just like I did my ex-girlfriend.
And it was therefore the girlfriend's fault for not knowing that he was going to cheat.
Also, the fact that he's unlisted this video, that's a fat L. Honestly, as bad as it sounds, when you have to do like a video, like a call out video or response video, never unlist it. Never do that. Because as bad as it is to keep it up, you never take it down, because that kind of adds points against you that like it might have not been all true, or you want to move on, and you know.
I'm so deeply entrenched in social repose just as an entity that it comes first. It comes before all my love and relationships and even family to an extent.
This is the one I know the least about. Have we got any scholars in chat that kind of know everything that happened with social repose? Did he cheat on his partner or something? Because I'm kind of confused here. This is the only one that I'm not really a law scholar about. Why is your profile picture the woman from the robot game? Don't you mind? Don't you mind? I cheated on her because I'm a YouTuber. Social was proven to cheat before, and then he blamed his wife. Okay, I'll be honest. That's probably not the best way to go about it. That's a little bit cringe. That's a little bit cringe.
This is my life. I've chosen it.
However, at least Social Repose made some attempt at saying sorry, as Sienna Mae's apology was so bad that people began to question if she was even saying sorry at all. Sienna Mae was one of TikTok's fastest growing creators until another TikToker accused her of assault, after which she'd take a break from the internet and return with what we're calling the second worst apology in YouTube history.
Oh, I thought that was like the little fairy mouth, not the actual 3. I need mental help, actually. I actually need, like, severe mental help.
It began with the explanation that taking a month off social media was the most difficult month of Sienna's life.
I like how it's turned into a documentary. Only in LA would, like, videos about allegations or apologies or, like, what you've been through would be turned into, like, a documentary.
Although the worst part was that she never even apologized and rather spent more than half of the video playing what she called a relatable Sam Smith song while doing a choreographed dance with the goal of inspiring her audience. The stupidity of the apology is best.
It's just so out of touch. Like, I know how a lot of people say, like, boomer cope, and they're like, oh, only a boomer would do that. But it's like, no. A boomer, it's not, like, being out of touch is not only exclusive to boomers. It can be any age bracket, believe me.
Summarized by this comment reading, the fact that she and her team watched this and said, yeah, this is a good idea is hilarious to me. All of them together make one brain cell. Although Sienna's one brain cell was still significantly
okay, I don't know what this woman did, but the fact that in the Sunny trailer, she drooled from her mouth, that's hilarious. This could be something really fucked, but like that's hilarious.
More than the amount that Laura Lee had when she'd post almost objective.
The thing is, if someone does like an apology or they've got like an allegation and that's what they're known for, like that's their biggest claim to fame, that's really bad. Because I've never heard of this girl, like I've never heard of Laura Lee in my life until this happened.
The worst apology in YouTube history. Laura Lee posted the apology in response to some old tweets, although she would have been significantly better off remaining silent, as there was nothing within this video that wasn't a complete travesty. She'd spend the first 30 seconds talking about nothing.
Wait, did Sonny even say what it was for? Oh, okay, racist tweets.
Although
oh no, Jesus Christ.
She would have.
The worst thing you can do is like over apologize when you have something like that, because if you over apologize, it makes you seem even more insincere. It portrays the argument of like, I'm sorry I got caught instead of I'm sorry it happened, right?
First 30 seconds talking about nothing.
Again, I do want to say I'm not sure what tweet she sent. I find it very hard for her to be tweeting at people like the hard R, but at the same time, like, yeah, the overcorrection can almost make it just seem so much more insincere.
In this video, it's been so hard, so much positive, hard.
Okay, there's a woman talking. Boys, I'm gonna drink some wine here. Just a woman talking helps us get through it. Helps us get through it. Anyways,
before going on to completely lose it on camera. The mouth drool, it kills me. It's so good. While implementing all the classic phrases such as, I'm so sorry to disappoint you all, and I know that I'm better than that. Laura Lee cried and apologized, then cried and apologized some more, although in the process, the audience noticed that there were no tears coming out of her eyes.
I mean, there was liquid that came out of her face. It wasn't her eyes. It was more of her mouth. But yeah, I think again, like crying during an apology or response video is the worst thing you can do. It genuinely is the worst thing you can do, because I've seen a lot of videos, and the thing is, if you cry during a response or an apology video, it conveys that you're like done, like you're done in, and people can interpret that as guilt. It's the worst thing you can do. Never do that. But obviously, you know, she fucking.
Is this an audition? I see.
Is that an audition? I see no tears.
No tears. Literally no tears coming from her eyes, yet she keeps wiping.
Why is no one pointing out that she drooled? No one's pointing that out, by the way. No one's pointing that out.
Why? She'd take a month off YouTube to reflect, after which she'd return with an apology video for her initial apology, where she'd include the drama with more NPC YouTube apology dialogue.
I have changed so much as a human being.
What did they say that? What did they say they changed? I've changed. I'm not the same person I was before. I'm not the same person anymore that I was. I'm gonna take some time off of YouTube to improve as a person. It's like there's a book, bro. There's literally like, I'm not joking you when I say there's like a fucking booklet that they all just read, and it's like, yeah, oh yeah, this one, okay, oh this one, oh yeah, okay, so I need to say I changed and grown as a person. Oh right, okay, oh right, so I need to, okay, so I need to say that I'm taking some time off. Oh, so true. How much is this? 20 dilla? Yeah, I buy this, save my career, thank you.
Through the situation, I have grown and I have learned so.
Why do they all say that? Why do they all say that? Why do they all say I have grown? There's a booklet. There's some fucking booklet that a guy is selling in LA that I have not seen, bro. There is some book that says the same copy paste shit over and over. Oh my god. Oh my god. There is a booklet. There is an actual booklet out there on the internet. Dolan, I don't know how we're gonna do this video, dude.